Hi everyone, Scott Smith in cloudy Southern California. Look at this, next generation Z4. Introducing the 2020 BMW Z4 M40i. And we've got it here in the frozen gray Generation 2 metallic with our magma red interior. So let's get started. Wow, what a change up from the previous Z4. And this thing's definitely got a power plant. And the car's been built around it, so the handling is amazing. First off, check out the front of this car. We've got the new signature, new generation grille design, which has just been amazing. And you know, as you see it, you've seen it maybe in previous videos or also in your new 2020 M340i, a very, very similar, almost pretty much the same grille. Now look at the bottom of this car here. I mean, all the angles and details that they've done in this front bumper just to give it such an aggressive, pronounced statement. The more I look at the car, the more I enjoy the way BMW has designed every single curve and angle. And also check out the headlights, stacked. Is that awesome? If I remember correctly from what I've read, this is the first BMW with stacked headlights. So, and definitely a signature look now. And then look at the hood. I mean, just the angles, everything. The attitude, the adjustment that BMW has done on these new generation BMWs. Now let's get to the wheels. This one's got 19-inch M double spoke jet black, 799 M styling. You got 19 by 9 up front. I think we got 255 series on there, non-run flat Michelins. And then in the back, we got 19s by 10-inch 275 series Michelins on here, non-run flats. So definitely they have put on some really nice tires on this car for the extra stick. And then we've got our M Sport brakes on here, as you can tell, because they are painted blue. Definitely a nice accent. Check out this side grille. Really pronounced, beautiful, a lot of attitude. I like the high gloss black shadow line trim styling. Also, check out the mirror. Got that Syrian gray accent that we have on the M Performance lineup. And also up front, obviously the kidney grills, and then our side vents here help out with the turbulence in the wheel well, trying to be as efficient as possible and as much fun as possible. Hi, Lauren. So let's get to the back here and have some fun with the exhaust. Now that's what I'm talking. Good factory exhaust, huh? Talk about some attitude. Check out, now the car's dropped about 7 millimeters and it's about 171 inches long. Just under 74 inches wide and 51 inches tall. Curb weight is 34.57, and the wheelbase is actually an inch shorter. But the front track is almost 4 inches wider, and the rear track is almost 2.5 inches wider. So yeah, what a beautiful design. Let's just look at the back really quick. I really like what they did to the rear bonnet. The trunk lid incorporated a beautiful looking spoiler right into the car. Also, we see a whole new generation of rear LED lights. The design, you know, that's one thing I've really liked, because obviously in the previous models we've had huge rear red, you know, brake lights, which obviously for safety, but now with how bright LEDs are and the efficiency, I mean, check that out. The good old M40i badge on the back. The exhaust tips. All right, let's go ahead and get Lauren out of the car. Say good morning. Check out the power plant. Lauren's part of our Genius program here at Rusnak BMW. Definitely want to thank BMW for starting that. Very, very helpful. She knows a lot about the car. Hi, Lauren.
Hi, how are you?
Doing great.
So under the hood we have a 3-liter inline 6-cylinder engine producing 382 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque, so it shares its engine actually with the M340. Personally, after driving it, I feel like it's a beast, and it actually is faster than the M340, which I'm wrong about. But BMW has quoted their 0 to 60 time on this car of about 3.9 seconds. If you hear anything else, please let us know. But you know, BMW is usually conservative with their numbers. It's a V58 engine.
Cool.
The first Z4 was actually in 2009, I believe. And then we took a break from it after a couple of years. And this is actually faster than the E86 Z Coupe, which had a horsepower of 343.
Nice. So let's go ahead and go around to the sticker. Let's do that. Let Lauren tell us about it. Go ahead. See what's everything on this car. We do have a pretty loaded model, so go ahead and open the door up and put the window up real quick. Just want to make sure we go over all the factory packages. You can definitely pause it wherever you like. Let's see if I can get my Samsung here to focus right. I know, so I've got a lot of headaches and attitudes on the previous video, I think it was. But Lauren, you want to tell us a little bit about it? Maybe just read the options down the list.
Well, the paint option is frozen gray metallic. It is an individual color. Magma red Vernasca leather, extremely soft to ride. Despite how low the car is to the ground, it's actually a really smooth ride. Driving assistance package, premium package with remote engine start. We have our wireless charging, which I will get to later, and we have the executive package.
Oh, perfect. And then you can see the retail down there, MSRP. You can see our mileage, really nice for how quick and the performance oriented this car is, 24 and 31 with an average of 26. And you can see where this car is produced. So now what we'll do, if Lauren, you want to put the window down, please, that would be great. Just looks so much better without that up. Then we'll head around to the trunk space. We've got almost 10 cubic feet of storage back here. And I think Lauren agrees with me too. I'm really glad they went back to the soft top or the cloth top, just because of cargo space. What do you think?
I think it's great, and I think it really adds to the aesthetic of the car.
And kind of the tradition too, isn't it? I mean, obviously convertibles first came out with that. Not to say hardtops aren't a great way, kind of having two cars in one, especially with that top up. But you can see we've also got a pass through there, but actually a lot of cargo space. Now, there is no flip up or flip down, you know, additional storage or top thing, because the top, it's amazing how they've designed it. Now being obviously back to a soft top, cloth top, it can fold up really, really small. So it's that, you know, in the previous generation, how you would have to access the top storage to get yourself more luggage space, and you don't have to anymore just because of the way it's designed. It folds up so thin that you get all your trunk space all the time. So we'll let Lauren close that up. There we go. Let's go ahead and get in the driver's seat. Now Lauren's 5'8" without the heels, so we can see how she fits, see how she feels. What do you think?
This is great. I'm super comfortable.
And then look,
more than enough room.
Perfect. Then you can see down below, you have a lot of accents and everything here, the M40i. Then also the door, this one's got our Harman Kardon surround sound system. And you can just see the design BMW's put into here, the contrast stitching with the magma red. And you got all your buttons there. And we've got more storage. They did hide the trunk release down over here, which is nice. And let's go ahead, we've got a little bit of storage. Be able to throw your sunglasses. It is lined to protect from scratching. And then we can go over the digital dash. So this is a 10 and a quarter inch wide digital high resolution dash. And then we've also got a 10 and a quarter diagonal length of our BMW iDrive. I guess you would call it a live cockpit with navigation display. We'll get into that in just a second, but let's go over the steering wheel. And now one thing we did see on previous models is the heated steering wheel button. It's up front now, easy to get to. Now this car was ordered with the active cruise control.
It was.
Yeah, and so where do we access that?
Right from here.
Ah, perfect.
So this is going to maintain the distance between yourself and the car in front of you. And that will come up on the head-up display to show you via the bars how close you are to the other car. And that's basically 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 cars length.
Great. And then the heads-up display, let's see if we can, yep, we can show it out there blinking. So it's very nice having that. There's a lot of stuff you can access up there. Like what, Lauren, can we get up there on the heads-up?
Navigation, when the navigation is on, it's not on right now. The entertainment, before we used to be able to project the entertainment, like the stations and stuff we're listening to on the head-up display. But now, what I like about this new this new dashboard is that you can actually see what you're listening to up here. So see like the album cover.
Nice.
If you're listening to something. We're not going to do that, obviously. But you can pretty much see what you're listening to on here, and I can change that right from up here.
Oh, so that's great.
It says I'm on Falling Star Avenue, which we're usually here. I'm in Sport Plus. I'm in Park right now. Your
so
average
you can
miles per gallon. That is going to
your
change.
different things. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's great, and you can even see like how much horsepower or pound-feet of torque you're doing, your trip.
Great, all kinds of status. Okay, I'll go ahead and get back in on the passenger side so we can go over some more of the technology and some of the luxury features of the car. But let's do a little bit more walk around to get some more angles here. Yeah, also that heads-up display, there's a lot of great stuff like your phone history, so you can pull up and call people back from your windshield. Obviously, like she had mentioned, the navigation, the entertainment, so like your music, or like if you set up your presets, you can scroll through those right through the heads-up display. So it's really nice. Also any type of alerts, but it's a really nice plush look, multiple colors for that heads-up display. I've had it in a previous car, and it's really nice, just that you don't have to look down or look away anymore to access a lot of information from the windshield. And obviously, if you don't like it and the car's equipped with it, you can turn it off. So please let us know what you guys think of the styling of this car. I think BMW knocked it out of the park with how much attitude, especially with this paint job, but with the black 19-inch wheels. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and look on the inside. Now the seat design they've really adjusted too. Kind of reminds me of the X5M when they had this signature pass-through. A lot of attitude with the heads up, with the head restraint, with the head protection. You know, snap in, snap out, seat belt, just in case if you need to get behind the seat. And then yes, like Lauren just adjusted, we have the extension up front. You got the width adjustment too, so you can have a little more lateral support when you're having fun in the canyons. Also, then you can see all the speakers back there. There's a pass-through, and also we've got the wind deflector. We just set it back here, just rather not put it on the car, but obviously that goes between the roll bars here, so that way it can stop a little bit more of a backdraft to hit you in the back of the head when you're on the freeway. But yeah, check out the styling. One thing I really like too is our ignition start, which BMW put down, huh, Lauren? Right down there next to the gear shift. So I'm still trying to get used to that.
We all are.
I know, we get in the car, reach up there, oops, wait a second. So it'll take a little bit of time, but obviously it's a lot more efficient. Obviously I can imagine grouping, you know, related buttons together. So it's easy, as you know, if you're dealing with anything drive. Also the driver's experience control buttons we have right there. We have our Sport, and what this car does actually have a Sport Plus setting, so you can turn off some of your stability. And really the exhaust really wakes up in the Sport and Sport Plus also too. Typically when we're doing the exhaust revs is we're in the Sport or the Sport Plus.
Here this is like a convertible top function button. What's great about this is that you can actually put it up and down in up to speeds of 30 miles per hour. And the movement time is about 10 seconds, so really fast. So it's great, like if you're stuck in traffic, you're moving, and then it starts to rain on you, because we've been having some funky weather here in California, so yeah, it's really efficient.
And then let's go ahead and show them the cup holders. So we know with this car you're not always going to be drinking, but as you can see, if I can tilt this down enough, and you got some additional storage. What else we got down there, Lauren?
We have a USB-C charger, which is the new standard.
Oh, perfect.
And you can have the other side open this way that the driver can have a little bit more arm clearance here, but still leave the other side open. Oh,
that's definitely smart. And then one thing we've got up here that this car was ordered with was what?
Wireless charging. So, which is great. A lot of people are upgrading their phones, of course, and we try not to bring the wires with us so much now. So wireless charging, just lay the phone right inside here. It's also an Rfid reader, for our BMW digital key, which works almost like a regular key. So to activate it, I'm not sure if it's activated already. I'm going to go into my iDrive where it says Car, Settings, Doors and Access, Comfort Access, digital key, and then add new digital key or key card, activate digital key, and I'm going to take it out of this little plastic. If you are using this key and you have an RFID wallet, it will not work, so you have to take it out of that if you have that special wallet. I'm going to lay it inside here. And it looks like it's already activated. So digital key to activate recognized. You want to activate the key, activate the key. And how this works is that you're basically going to, if you don't have any other key with you, you tap it on the outside of the driver's door handle. It only unlocks the driver's door. And then you lay it inside here, wait about 5 seconds or so, and then it'll start the car up as normal.
Wonderful. So it'll actually start it, or you lay it in there and then you push the button to start it?
About 5 seconds.
About 5 seconds.
Press the start stop button, which is great. Like if you're, going to a party or something, you don't want to take a lot of stuff with you. You want to, because ladies, we don't have pockets, right? Especially on dresses. So this is great for like your little wristlet or your small clutch or something. So it's great. You don't have to take any like keys with you. And since with the new iDrive 7, we have the availability of locking the car with a valet mode. You don't have to worry about anybody accessing your information, so you can just take this key with you and lock your stuff inside the car. Oh,
that's awesome. That's great to hear. And you can see here we've got, just the way the cabin is angled slightly to the driver. It really wants to give you the control, the presence, the confidence that this car was obviously made for you. One driver, one fun car, just the ultimate driving machine. Also, you can see the controller here, our iDrive controller, which you can definitely use. Now the voice command system has definitely picked up on these cars. Our software, you can talk to it, hey, take me to Four Seasons, take me to Starbucks. You can really, and then obviously with this system too, we have, where you can say, what was it, Lauren? Hey BMW, or my BMW?
It already picked it up.
Yep, so there it is. So just like our phones with Siri and Google and stuff like that, obviously BMW's incorporated that into the car. So now one thing, obviously at the freeway at 65, 70 miles per hour, you're going to get a little bit of wind noise. So you might need to yell at it a little bit, but hey, give it a little attitude. Oh, Lauren, also the green circle. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
This is for our driver assistance systems. It used to be called Intelligent Safety. If you want to customize them, we can press this button and configure individual. So what we have is frontal collision mitigation, lane departure warning, and blind spot detection. It's really nice if you, as a driver, don't want to be taken control of too much by the car. You can adjust how sensitive it is, but we would never say that we're autonomous. That's why they're called driver assistance systems. They're here to assist you for safety reasons. So we have frontal collision mitigation, which is going to come up on the head-up display. It'll tell you if you're driving and you're getting too close to another car. It will brake for you, but more at the last moment if you do not brake. Lane departure warning if you're driving above 40 miles an hour. If you, without a turn signal, if you start drifting over the lines on the road, it's actually going to do two things. It'll pull you in your lane, and it will vibrate in the steering wheel. Now, basically, the idea is that the car thinks you're falling asleep. So if you do have your turn signal on, it won't do that. I know a lot of people are guilty of not using their turn signal, so you can turn off the steering intervention solely because it's a little strong. And then the blind spot detection, of course, is the triangle that's illuminated on the side of on the side mirrors.
Yes.
So that's going to activate at 15 miles an hour or above. And that's basically, of course, if a car is in your blind spot.
Perfect. And then Lauren, where can we follow you at?
I'm at BMW Lauren on Instagram.
Cool, that's good to hear. So we'll have Lauren take off here for a little bit. We get to hear that exhaust. Have some fun, Lauren, and don't be shy. Thanks everyone for watching, and if you like the video, please share it like on your other social media sources. That is awesome. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.